Leaders who adopt a coaching approach will tap into their employees' knowledge and ideas rather than simply directing them from a position of authority. People are complex, and the best leaders consider context, realizing that every situation is different and will require nuance. To do so will require developing a coaching mindset. When leaders coach, they can help their team members better understand their strengths and weaknesses and prioritize personal development within their team. This can ultimately lead to greater job satisfaction and retention. For organizations striving to improve their workplace experience, it's critical for them to evaluate the effectiveness of their leaders. According to Gallup, managers account for at least 70% of the variance in employee engagement scores across business units. What does this mean? Well, to improve their workplace, teams might first consider ideas for improving coaching skills within their leaders and managers. Managing is about organizing, transacting, sorting, and problem solving. It's the tactical side of leading, but effective leadership comes from honed relationship building and communication skills. Wouldn't it be great for work cultures if people were born with these innate leadership skills? However, this is not the case, although some might debate about it. Technical expertise or subject matter knowledge often lands individuals in leadership roles, but these skills do not necessarily guarantee effective leadership. Leading, motivating, and developing others requires distinct abilities beyond managing. Therefore, prioritizing coaching is a must. Supporting leaders in their development will often require educating them on the importance of adopting a coach approach to their leadership. Practicing this type of leadership approach implores people managers to shift their focus from telling and directing to asking and developing others. In this case, mutual trust is essential in a coaching relationship, but this can take time and consistency to build and develop. And if feedback or coaching is given without mutual trust, it can be very difficult for employees and team members to receive. Leaders must cultivate a psychologically safe and supportive relationship to foster a coaching environment. Another way to say this is leaders who listen can create engaging workplaces. At the heart of coaching lies a simple yet powerful act: listening. Too often, leaders talk too much. It's easier for them to tell, instruct, train, or share stories from their experiences. And while these management styles are sometimes valuable, without applying a coaching approach, leaders can create workplaces where people feel a bit undervalued. And as you're aware, employees feeling undervalued and unrecognized can result and lead to disengagement and ultimately turnover. There's a recent Harvard Business Review article that advocates that successful leaders are great coaches and urges leaders to act as a coach. It's no secret that the leadership landscape is transforming as authority shifts from baby boomers to up-and-coming leaders from younger generations. This transition is accompanied by an evolution in leadership approaches, moving from emphasizing proficient management to focusing on exceptional coaching. To create a coaching environment, leaders must embrace and understand that coaching differs from giving orders or dictating how the employee should work. This approach allows employees to take ownership of their development and feel more motivated and engaged. With this in mind, there are 3 significant ways coaching is different from other management strategies. Coaching focuses on discovering rather than controlling. Leaders who coach are thinking partners to collaborate rather than dictate. A coach is goal-oriented rather than process-oriented. Another big difference is that coaching focuses on helping employees develop their conclusions to reach their goals rather than simply managing their tasks and work output. This means that a coach will work with an employee to identify areas for improvement, set goals, and create a plan to achieve those goals by serving as a thinking partner rather than commanding and controlling every step. Coaching is a more collaborative and empowering approach. Therefore, leaders who act as coaches work with employees as partners rather than giving them orders or dictating how they should work. This approach helps employees to take ownership of their development and feel more motivated and engaged in their work. Traditional management often solely focuses on improving the team or organization's performance, while coaching focuses on helping individual employees self-discover and reach their potential. A coach will help employees to set and achieve goals, whereas a manager manager will focus on maintaining processes and procedures. If organizations want to experience the benefit of coaching, they must provide their leaders and team members with the necessary tools to develop self-awareness. Doing so can also empower self-management and inspire collaboration throughout their teams. Associating coaching with human resources, team building activities, or training program initiatives is normal. And yes, training programs can help, but they often require a lot of planning, resources, and mind share to get off the ground. Another approach is automated coaching. It's a faster, more effective way to develop the coaching muscles within an organization, their leadership, teams, and individuals. If you're unfamiliar with automated coaching, very quickly, it provides relevant, in-the-moment prompting and insights that leaders and managers can directly apply to increase emotional intelligence, strengthen communication, identify opportunities for collaboration, and work through conflicts successfully with teammates. For more insight into coaching in the workplace, watch this next video to help you get better at it.